And Shalom. I'm going to give all the glory and the praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakah, Quadash, that belongs to the apostles and elders and the bishops of Great Millstone. Shalom to the whole full elect, which are the remnant of the Israelites and the Israelites foreigners that don't look like us, but they are us. Shalom. Salaki for that. All right, now I'm going to be in Psalms 140, KJV, 1611. I'm going to start at verse 1. It's the spirit we need to be in. And this is King David speaking. But basically, through the spirit, look at it as this is what we are saying. This is what we need to be saying, basically praying towards the Lord also. All right, Psalms 140, verse 1. Deliver me, O Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which image mischief in their hearts. Continually are they gathered toward Salaki for the noise background. Continually they are gathered together for war. So basically, we need to be praying the Lord to deliver us from this evil man right here. This is Esau, the wicked, and everybody else that's like that want to be like Esau. All right, all his descendants. We need to be asking the Lord to deliver us from all the wickedness that's out here, all forms of wickedness, because, like it said over there in Sirach 14, I'm just go there. Over there in Sirach 14, verse 5. It said that the man is evil to himself. The wicked is evil towards themselves. So if they're evil towards themselves, like, come on, man. We gotta keep our eyes open and pay attention to our surroundings. Because we are surrounded by a lot of wickedness, all right? Let me read this real fast. Ecclesiasticus 14:5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods. You gotta think about it. Job 9:24. The world is given to the wicked. So he has all the goods, and he hates himself. So if he evil towards himself and don't like himself, he gonna fuck up everything around him. He ain't gonna take care of nothing around him. And you gotta think about it and give y'all a better understanding. But you know how when they say, man, damn, this person don't show no respect to their mother and father, they ain't gonna respect nobody out here. It's a perfect example right there. But even worse though, this man don't even like himself. He evil towards himself. So nobody gonna have no mercy out here. Not even the Lord. He ain't gonna show no mercy towards the Lord, because it's like, perfect example is like people that actually love themselves, they're gonna do what they need to do to keep themselves alive, take care of themselves. And if you are Israelites, you know that in order for you to get salvation and be surviving these times, you gotta follow after the Lord. He don't even like himself. So he don't give a fuck if he die or not. So he ain't gonna do what he's supposed to do to his best ability. He can't even if he want to, but just give you a better sense of how if a person is evil towards themselves, they're not gonna care about nothing. No matter how much you try to force them to care. Just like the analogy the brother did out in Annapolis with Apostle Ricard and Apostle Ramla and Apostle Ricard. He said, no matter how much you throw a fish in the sky, it's not gonna fly. So no matter how much you try to get Esau to care about himself, the wicked to care about themselves, they're not gonna care, no matter what. All right, let me go back to Psalms 140. Because some of us really gotta understand, like, we can't change what the Lord has already made. He made people these specific ways for specific reasons. So we just need to play our part, do what we need to do, and keep it moving. Keep moving. That's it. That's all. If it was meant, it will come back to us, or whatever situation the case may be. But let me keep reading it. Verse 3. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent's adder's poison under. Let me read that again. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent adder's poison is under their lips. No matter what they say, you may think it's trying to help you, but what they say is actually out here to destroy you. You gotta think about it. We out here going through a slow death as it is. We all poisoned and fucked up. You know, I'm just speaking on a literal sense right now, but right here, you know, he basically saying like no matter what he say, it's just death. It ain't not. It's not. It's not here to help you. Now, let me go back to Sirach 12. I ain't finished reading. Forgot. I mean that's Sirach 12. Sirach 14. There is none worse than he. Well, Sirach 14:6. There is none worse than he that envies himself. Basically, there's no person worse than the person that hates themselves, angry at themselves all the time. And this is a recompense of his wickedness. The Lord made him this way because of what he had done. You got to remember. I'm not about to go too deep into it, but you got to remember. Abel is Cain. Abel and Cain is Jacob and Esau all over again. Remember, Cain killed Abel, so the Lord punishing his ass. All right, always keep that in mind. Verse 7. And if he doeth good, he doeth unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness, because that's what he's evil towards himself. The Lord has said it already. All right. So there's nothing but straight wickedness that coming from this man. That's why we ask the Lord to deliver us and save us, give us salvation. You know, but at the same time, we can't just ask for it and not do nothing to get it. You know, we gotta play our part. Do what we can to our best ability. Let me go back to Psalms 140. Psalms 140, verse 4. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who has purpose to overthrow my goings. And that is their purpose. Their purpose is out here to overthrow. Of course, back then, they was here to overthrow David and the Israelites, but you got to remember, we still it, all the Israelites. So their purpose is still here to overthrow us. Make sure we go off from the Lord. That's their whole purpose. Make sure we don't follow the Lord. You got to keep that in mind. So no matter how much you try to change this person to be on our side, it's not going to work. He was designed to be against us. The proud have hid a snare for me and cords. They have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. They set traps out here for us. No matter what step we take, we got to keep our eye out for these traps that's out here. That's why the Lord told us to keep your eyes open. Because every time we walk around, eat. Let me just go grab. Ecclesiastes 13. And 13. Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in the pearls of thy overthrown. When thou hearest these things, awake and not sleep. And we are waking up right now, and we realize, like, man, damn, it was trapped everywhere we fucking. I was in the trap the whole time. The Lord got us about the trap. Now we gotta keep our eyes open, so we don't go back in the trap. And also, too, if we do step on the trap, we gotta make sure we move enough, we move out the way, step away from that shit, separate quick enough, just so that trap won't be fatal towards us. You know, we may got a little injury, but hey, throughout this walk, as we observe these traps and avoiding them, we gotta keep in mind we got the Lord with us. And if we do step on one, so He gonna make sure we get back up. He ain't gonna allow it to be fatal. That's why we gotta constantly pray to the Lord and ask Him. All right.